What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Leighton's Loft. I am not Leighton. I am J5. With me, I have Lou. Hi, Lou.
How we doing today?
Pretty good.
Better
On
than
my
Leighton?
right side, I have Leighton's spirit. He's in here with spirit.
Leighton's always here in spirit.
Always. What's up,
Yeah.
James? So we have a great show for you guys today. Lou, I know you keep track of names.
Yep.
For our giveaway.
Yes, I do.
Today, we're going to give away 3 prizes.
Okay.
First place, remember, guys, this is unique entries. So as long as you chat in the chat section, you'll get an entry. Lou's keeping track. First place can get $50 in break credit to vintagebreaks.com.
Nice.
50, ladies and gentlemen. Second place is going to get a 19... let's do a set break. Let's do 1960. Let's think in the 60s. I like the 60s. It's a good era.
Yeah.
It's a good era. Let's do how about 68 Topps baseball?
68. That's my favorite.
Yeah, and we have a nice one up on our site right now.
I got a 68 Yaz right here.
Ah, very nice. I like that. There you go. It's like we organized this together today.
Almost like you rehearsed it. Yeah. Almost like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, and third place will get a BAM spot to our main event that ends the last week of this month.
Okay, great.
So those are your top 3 prizes. Thank you so much for you guys tuning in. That $50 is going to go a long way because break credit on our website is as good as cash, which means that if there are offline bonuses, you guys will be able to use that and enter those bonuses. And today, Lou, we're going to talk about fresh to vintage breaks, fresh to just collect, fresh to you. It's a collection I purchased 25 minutes ago.
25 minutes ago.
25 minutes ago.
First
I made
look,
the
baby.
deal.
Yeah.
It was on text. I signed the check. I printed it out, and it's out in the mail. So several of these cards, maybe all of them, will be used for vintagebreaks.com.
Nice.
Which means that offline bonuses are going to happen today, tomorrow, this week. So, Lou, can I show just a little bit of what I have here in front of me?
Sir. Oh, hang on. I got to add it. There we go.
Yeah, this is fresh, ladies and gentlemen. This is fresh.
That's what Steven says. This is fresh.
Fresh to the store, fresh to the Vintage Break site. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's some of the highlights that this collection. I'll tell you the story too, Lou, because I know you like the stories too, just like
I do. One of my favorite.
These are the highlights.
Yep.
Bob Gibson. Start off with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 64 Topps baseball, Bob Gibson. We got 66 as well. Gil Hodges.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of Gils. Yeah. As a coach as well. Hey, and my favorite player, Roberto Clemente.
Gil looked like he was 60 his entire career.
Right?
Yep.
He was a smoker, right? He was
I don't know. He must have been, yeah.
Yeah. 2 Clementes from 64.
Nice. Yep.
We got 66 Clemente.
Love the vest uniforms. Those need to come back.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah. We got Colfaxes. 2 Colfaxes from 66.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Sandy. Hammering Hank Aaron. 64 and 67. This one's miscut, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking about giving this to Danielle Lynch. She loves miscut cards. Right, Daniel?
I was wondering, at a certain point, it becomes kind of interesting, doesn't it? If it's miscut to a certain point.
It's unique. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Well, unique. Here come some of the other stars and Hall of Famers. Phil Negro, Joe Morgan, Harmon Killebrew. Just a couple here. Al Kalines.
Yeah.
Cepedas. Brock.
Oh, another good one.
No more Brocks. A couple of Ernie Banks. Tommy O was watching.
Brock is a Cub. I don't remember Brock as a Cub. I don't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah. I like the logo, the old school logo too. I like that. You know what? I'm doing some bonuses with Ernie today. I promise you that. So Tommy O, if you're watching, This has your name all over it, buddy. Has your name all over it. So those were just some of like the cool stars and Hall of Famers. However, let me get to the cream of the crop here.
And this collection was acquired 25 minutes ago.
25 minutes ago.
Oh,
There's our boy. That's our boy, Mickey. All muscle. Look at that. That is no fat on this guy right here. There's no percentage of it. Maybe less than 1% fat.
there is no end to the cards that are out there, is there? There's just so many.
There's so many. And these are, of course, the best of the best from the collection. 3 Mickey Mantles from 66. How about AL Bombers?
Oh, God, look at that.
Maris, Mantle, Kaline, Norm Cash. Very nice. How about Jim Palmer, Recchi? How about 2 of them?
Love Jim Palmer, yeah.
Great picture.
That great Orioles rotation, yeah.
Little Willie Mays action. Petey Rose.
I've heard of him, yep.
And, of course, a 60 Tots Mickey Mantle All-Star. Which I'm going to... It's a little off-center there. Yeah. So those were the best of the best from the collection. Plus, like 1,500 other common players from the 60s, late 50s with some minor stars as well. Of course, I can't show you the boxes it came in because it's too big, but there's definitely more Hall of Famers in those boxes.
Okay, so how long did it take you to acquire this collection from first contact till 25 minutes ago?
So total, about a week and a half. She came by the store. She was in the area visiting a family member.
And carrying these cards around?
And she just carried it around. She stopped by the store. She dropped it off. She signed a contract. And once we finished the evaluation, I gave her a call yesterday. And I told her the total. Now, I get these type of responses all the time.
Yep.
Well, I thought they were more in value because they're from the 60s and 50s.
Yeah.
And I tell this lovely lady that unfortunately, because of the condition, they are not more than what they are. And if you would like to come pick them up or us return it to you, ship it out, because she's from Maryland. But she was driving here in Jersey to see a family member. And I said, you don't have to sell it to us. I'm not going to force you. We'll ship it back to you. No worries. But she thought that she had to give me an answer right there and then yesterday. I told her, don't rush it. Don't make a decision right now. Think it over. I'll text you the numbers. Let me know tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so she said she appreciated that because she didn't want to, be put on the spot. And so I told her, just know that these cards are not going to get better in condition if you wait longer. They're not. The pandemic that happened in 2020 already raised the prices on everything. So they're not coming down. The condition's not getting higher. So if you want to sell it for more, you will have to get these cards graded, which means that you will have to pay out of pocket to send it out to PSA, SGC, try to sell it on eBay. They're going to question your feedback, your rating, right? It's a lot of work. You could do it. You definitely make more money.
Yep.
But it's a lot of work. And she said, I understand. Let me think about it, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. I said, great. So, lo and behold, Lou, 30 minutes ago, 25, 30 minutes, whatever it is now, she texted me. And this is what she said. Because I have a text, I can read it to you.
Yeah.
She said, thank you, John. It means a lot. I have a feeling that this collection, even in their condition, will bring others joy.
Yeah.
This collection belonged to my brother who passed away, and I'm going to use the money to take care of my nieces and nephews and get them something nice.
Oh, nice.
She said, keep enjoying everything you do as much as possible. And she gave me her name and address so I can ship out the check to her. So the collection belonged to her brother. And it was a childhood collection, which is why the condition was not the best.
Yep.
So she thought that she's not a professional grader, and she told me that. This is why she reached out to us. She wanted a professional to see and realize what the condition is and how much it'll be worth. So that's what we did. And she was very appreciative and very patient because it did take about a week and a half to get back to her. It's because we had so many things that happened last week, because last week was crazy, Lou.
Yeah, really.
Things like people were out on vacation, people got sick. It was crazy. It was just me, Kristen, and Rob. Like majority of the week, it was crazy.
Yep.
So it was hard to get everything done quickly. So we had to wait for this week to get things done, and we got it done. And now we get to spread that joy that she's talking about onto you guys who are watching right now, who are part of the Vintage Space community. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys will enjoy these cards as much as she wants you to enjoy them.
Sounds like she felt it was a great relationship and you treated her well.
Yeah, like I said, to me, don't make a forced decision. Take your time, think about it. Also, I can't give you a month to think about it either. A week, a couple of days.
Yeah.
But it's something that we were very happy to obtain. And Jason, I think, is here to get the highlights because you want to take pictures. There you go, buddy. I promised Tommy, I'm gonna use these cards for bonuses. So you can't get those.
Danny wants to know if any of those are worth grading.
Definitely. Definitely. Like the Mickey Mantles, always worth grading. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mickey's pretty good from what we heard. So
yep.
That was the key thing, is that some of these cards are gradable. Leighton's gonna take a couple of cards just to get graded, and maybe when it comes back, we use it for bonuses and bounties and giveaways through vintagespace.com.
Now, have you gotten as good as Leighton? I mean, Leighton's very good at it, but have you acquired a skill at being able to estimate grades or estimate the condition of the cards accurately?
Fair question, Lou. Fair question. You don't know this, and Leighton doesn't really talk about it too much, and neither do I. Honestly, it's just part of the process.
Yeah.
I evaluate the cards for him.
Okay.
So I put the condition on all the cards.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
The stars, the Hall of Famers, the good cards, the ones that the client wants to know about the value. So I get the images, and then I put what I think will be the PSA grades according to the condition. Mm-hmm. And then Leighton, what he does is just reviews the values. And if he has a question about a certain card because the value looks a little off, then he'll look at the pictures and see, okay, John, you're a little bit too conservative on this one, or John, you're a little too nice on this one.
Yep.
But typically, for most of the part, I'm pretty dead on. But we don't talk about it. It's just part of the process. Like, it is what I do. So
no, but it's a great skill to have. It's fun to watch him work, and it would be fun to watch you work too, because you guys are really good at nailing these grades.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's become just second nature now. I just look at it. I'm looking at look at the front. Like, I know what PSA is going to give this. I've seen way too many of these cards in the same condition from 2007 till now. That's how long I've been working for Just Collect. I see them all. I've seen raw cards, graded cards, bulk grading, all three grading companies, PSA, SGC, Beckett. And so when Vintage Breaks came about in 2017, 2018, that's when, I got more into the raw cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, prior to that, we used to grade a lot of these cards and put them on eBay. Now we actually get to give away these cards raw as it is, and it's up to the Brick and Maniac whether or not they get it graded. Like Daniel Lynch likes SGC, Stephen Garrett might like PSA, Greg Razorbeck might like Beckett. It's their choice. But sometimes we do bring graded cards to the table, and obviously PSA is the most reputable, most popular, and obviously brings the most if you're trying to sell it. So we tend to use PSA majority of the time.
Leighton had some great insights. I think it was a couple episodes ago where he was just talking about having almost scouting on the individual grading companies to see what cards they handle better, what kind of issues with the cards that one might be a little bit more lenient on than the other, or one's too particular. That's just a good skill set to have, so you can earn that half a grade if you pick the right grading company.
Yeah, indeed. And Leighton's very good at that. And of course, he's been doing it longer than me. So, but at the end, let me tell you, now that we have a retail store and Leighton is not around, I am the last wall of defense. So if they bring a couple of cars that I have to grade myself because they're raw and I
Yep.
have to make them an offer, I will have to make that final decision on how
Nice.
much we can pay them. That's when I get a little nervous because, sometimes I'm a little conservative because, again, I'm seeing pictures. I'm not seeing the actual cards yet.
Oh, true. Yeah, that must be tougher.
So,
Yeah, that's obviously a lot tougher.
yeah. So once the cards are here in person and I can actually see it, I could be too conservative or I could be a little bit too nice. Don't get me wrong. Some of the stories that people tell me here in the store are great. And they think that story can manipulate me into paying them more. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Not at all. It is about the grade. It's about how much is selling for in that grade and how much we can pay. So that's when I get a little nervous. Is when the people come to the retail store.
Christopher says one of his issues with PSA of flagging cards is trimmed when they were never doctored. Granted, I know it doesn't happen all that often, but seeing rejections like that gets under my skin.
For vintage breaks, which is really cool, if we were to send out a card that we open from a break to PSA, we actually leave the card number, the sticker on the card saver. And if they question it about trimming, we just tell them, great, you know what? Here's the video. We broke it live from a pack, from a seller pack.
Oh,
No
nice.
trimming.
Yep.
So they know that sticker, when I see that sticker, I know it's part of vintage breaks.
Yep.
And so that happened once. One occasion. Don't remember. I think it was a 68 All-Star Clemente, maybe. And it came back trimmed. And the vintage, wherever break maker was, he wanted it graded. And it came back non-graded. I'm like, well, okay. So I saw the sticker on it. So I quickly went into my records. I saw the video log. I knew which breaker was. I sent that link and I emailed PSA.
That's amazing. So you have, talk about provenance. You just have the video of the card coming out of the wax pack.
And tell you what, it worked. We sent it back. They told, okay, send us back. We'll take a second look at it. They didn't want to say they're wrong. They just want to say, oh, we'll take a second look at it. Like, oh sure. Yeah.
Daniel says that happened with neck card of his, and he had video Gilmore pulling it. I love that. That's great.
Yeah. So it's good to have video evidence.
Yes.
It does work.
That's indisputable right there. It came out of the pack, right?
Exactly. So I'm happy to share that story. I know you love it, Lou, when we bring fresh collections. And
I do. I like it when our audience gets the first look. I love that a lot. Yep.
Yes, 100%. Me too. S10 will be breaking today, starting at 2:00, and some of the cards in his first bonus offline will have some of these cards from this collection, and they'll keep coming throughout the day. We're here live from 2 to 9:00 on a Wednesday. So,
how many total cards in that collection?
How many what?
How many total cards in that collection? How big was it?
I want to say like around 1,500 cards.
1,500 cards. Holy
crap. But majority was commons. Because obviously when you open these packs, not every pack had a Hall of Famer. So he did keep all his common players. And what's nice is that she actually organized everything by year. So it was pretty cool.
Nice. Mike, good luck today with the defibrillator checkup, pacemaker defibrillator checkup.
Yeah, Mike. Good luck, sir.
Good luck.
Yep. Cool. Yep. Everything goes
well.
Everything
will go fine.
But yeah, that was a cool collection, and I'm working on 3 others. Steven, surprisingly, there were no Camilo Pasquales in the collection. Steven likes to.
Card, you know that right off the top of your head.
Steven likes to poke at me.
Oh, okay.
Because I try to push out Camilo Pasquales so much. He's a Cuban Hall of Famer. At first, I thought he was a Hall of Famer, but he's a Cuban Hall of Famer.
Cuban Hall of Famer, yep.
But of course, he had that wicked curveball that everybody talked about.
Yep.
So I'm trying to push out that card. I try to add it to all my offline bonuses. And Steven always lands on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have a relationship with somebody where they have that kind of running joke on you.
yeah, of course. So, look, I want to ask you, How do you do on your baseball fantasy?
It's been a little rough so far. I'm doing okay, but not everything has gone great. I've got, let's see, I've got Max Fried, now Brandon Woodruff, and Tyler Glass now on the IL already. So that my starting rotation's been beat up a little bit. But
I see.
right now I'm in the middle of my hockey fantasy. It's Stanley Cup week, or ours is the Schwarzkopf Cup because we're the Desert Storm Hockey League. But that goes back to 1991. But big night tonight, one of the last 2 full nights left. So, and it's a very tight match. So I'm
Awesome.
sweating that out tonight. Yeah.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah. Pasternak
luck.
killed me the other day with the 3 goals and an assist. That
Yeah.
hurt really bad. Yeah.
You know how it goes. But guys, we do have to cut our show early today, only because I have a 2 o'clock phone call. Yeah.
Another collection.
No, I wish it was. No, it's not. It's something else, but it is for Vintage Breaks and it's for the Breaking Maniacs. Hopefully they'll enjoy this negotiation we're dealing with here, but we're trying to work it out. So I had to cut the show short here, Lou. But right after us,
get your comment in before we close out here. Get it in right away so I can get you on the list for the giveaway coming up.
Yes, because Lou's going to email us.
Sam, right? Sam's next.
Sam is next. He'll be giving it away. First place, again, $50 in break credit. Second place, a 68 Topps Baseball separate spot. And third will be a BAM spot to our main event that ends at the end of this month. So, Lou, thank you so much again for joining me here. And thank you for having me instead of Leighton.
Had a blast. We'll see everybody next week.
Thanks, guys. Peace out.